Sorry, just realised my mic was misbehaving. It took a minute to kick in. Deary me. It's nice when everything works, you know. Doesn't always happen, mind you. But yeah, it's nice when it does. Alright, so it does actually look like everything is coming through at least. Yes! It's so lovely when it all works. Don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Okay, so plan. The main things for this evening, outside of doing stuff for myself, because I still need to get gear so I can actually start doing more content at level 70. So that's my stuff for myself, really. But we're also going to be, hopefully, helping out some of the FC mates with doing some of their stuff. I'm just checking now to see if folks are in need of their friendly neighbourhood red mage. So yeah, there'll probably be a mix of stuff. I have a sneaking suspicion it's probably gonna mostly be dungeons. But I do also know that there are actually some people in the FC still looking for their anima because they do want to get it for glamoring. So we might be doing some stuff around that. I honestly don't know. We'll see. That is the plan. So yeah, thank you very much again for turning up this evening. Obviously, as the night goes on, we'll start to get some more people turning up, which is excellent. But you know, for day one, we're actually doing alright. We're actually doing okay. I was expecting nobody at all. You know, I was sort of expecting, you know, talking to the wind, as they say. But I am very happy that there's been people already following and hanging out, and we've been chatting. You know, that's the main reason why I'm doing this. To hang out, chat with folks, have a good time. It's going to be good. Yeah, while I'm just waiting to see what people are doing. I don't think I can do much with this. I don't think so anyway. It's gonna be... Oh, what did I click on? Oh, I must have hit over. Doi. Let's say, it's good when I actually pay attention to what I'm doing. Alright, so the only main piece I've got is the waist. I may actually go and sort this ring situation out. Yeah, so I got the main hand. That was the main thing I got before. Yeah. It's going to be a case of going down the list, really. 100 isn't going to take that long to get. So I might actually hold on to them. and get the chest piece first. I think. Which one is that? Ah, okay. Yeah, I may actually just wait. Well, I need like 95, but still. Looks like actually everyone's already grabbed people already. That's a shock. In fairness, this is what I get for rolling in at like 8 o'clock in the evening. Does anybody need anything still? I can't remember it was online, but they're all doing stuff. Yeah. I think it's going to be a case of just queue for stuff at the minute. So, we did the dailies before. Which means we can queue for some of this stuff. I think it's just going to be a case of queuing for the tops on here. What else do I need to do? I do need to unlock the extreme versions of these. So I need to do that at some point. Could do that as well. Yeah. Let's just grab these for now. Because the queue will still be a bit, so we can natter whilst we wait. Yeah, some people aren't fussed about having Raga's Reach as the like level 70 hub. But you know, I quite like it. It's a nice spot. You know, different sort of layout. Still quite nice, and you know, everything's in its place. So it's not as if you're gonna get lost trying to find like where you need to go to trade in and that sort of thing. You know, they keep it all nice and neat. Let's have a look at did I not actually unlock these? Or did I and not realise? Anything active? Yeah, they haven't got it as classed as that. So yeah, I guess I didn't. I thought I had. But it's only a dude you go and speak to. Where was it? It was in Kagaya, wasn't it? Let's go. Ba-dum-bum-bum-ba-dum. I've got time to actually do the unlock. Just watch the game tell me to go away. Sure it was around here. Yeah. Guess I didn't. But it's also not showing as available. Now I'm confused. Where do I have to go to get this? It's 16, 11 and 12. It says it's here, but I haven't got anything here. Let's go see. It's not showing me anything, but I haven't got them unlocked either. Confused. Damn, a lot of people here. It's just loads of people, a lot of them in queues. Yeah, I think it's that guy you meant to speak to. And it's showing it as having been completed. Because yeah, I'm sure I actually did it. My Astrolution. Unless like I didn't complete it and it's kind of got stuck somewhere. It's entirely possible, by the way. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Unless I don't think it shows it, does it, if I don't meet the eye level? Ultra portability. There's meant to be, is the extreme stuff 300? I'm feeling it might be. That might be why I can't see it. Because at least on this, I'm 1 point off. Let's do this. Because I reckon law of averages here for the gear. The thing pulling it down is this ring. So I reckon it's like 320 ring. 3! Because like I'm going to spend 1.3 million of money I don't have. Yup. Wow, it drops down to 290 after that anyway. I don't think that's going to I don't think it would average out enough. Could be wrong. There's a fourth. How much how many creation do I have? So what we're gonna have to do then, because it'll save me spending a fortune, I'm gonna end up hitting a cap relatively. Well, actually no, because the cap will be set tomorrow anyway. But realistically, it's like I'm not pushing creation tombstones right now. So I'm trying to sort out the 310 gear. But if I get enough, because I'm assuming the accessories are 180, right? Sounds about right, doesn't it? Going slightly bonkers. Alright. Let's have a check. Oh. 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 Okay, maybe not. Because it's a higher tombstone, so they have it as a higher cost. Oh, thank you, game. That's a bugger. So that will actually be a bit off at the minute. Oh no! So, ways around this. Probably gonna have to hope that when I'm running stuff now, I get another drop like this, where I just get given it a accessory. God, what a pain. It's like, I need 1 point. But then, like, the problem with it is, it's like, I need 1 point to unlock it, sure. But, like, I'll be, like, squishy as all hell. Apparently someone's having issue with one of the samurai job quests. Apparently they're finding it a bit rough. Yeah, I'm basically... Ooh, blimey. What happened to my voice? Good lord. I've only been on here 1 day and I'm already getting croaky. Rabbit. Yeah, I've got no quick way of getting around that, unless I get a favourable drop. But, the problem with it is... my current set for Red Mage, this stuff, is lower than the 300 level gear, so it could just as easily give me some of that for like any of the other slots. Pray to RNGesus that we get a ring. This looks like a good mix. Yeah, lo and behold, the people who are actually after doing their anima run has literally just logged in and said, "Can somebody help me?" I was like, I even waited, in fairness. You know, I did wait. But now I'm now I'm in a dungeon. They've got a few to do still, so I'll invariably end up joining them after this one, but let's switch on to him. Woo! He hits. He hits like a truck. Alright. Actually, let's give you that. It looks like he's burning through mana already. Which is always a good thing. It's like just what we always want. Burning through mana already. Whoop. Cool. Yeah, I could really do with getting a favourable drop, or like 5 from this. That would be the hopeful plan. And let me just burn that. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, I'm quietly hopeful that I get something. Of course, like the problem of it is like, and I said this in the last stream, every time I've hoped for favourable drops, the game has decided no. You will not get drops that you need. You will suffer. It's not bad. It's like you can just embrace the grind. It's also one of those of like, you've already got a main character. How dare you want to take stuff away? It's like, it's not an ult. Honest to God, it's not. This is the thing with Red Mage, it's just so much fun to mess with. Oh dear. I've seen this before, but it really does feel like one of those classes where it's just very forgiving all round to play. It's like you're not going to be absolutely destroyed by it if you mess up like one thing on it. Which for me, especially like now that I'm like doing some streaming stuff on here, yeah, it's like anything I can get that simplifies, yeah, that's a big win. Wow, I lol charged my way into that way too quick. Ah well, it's fine. Run away. Wow, I got away with actually after getting a free proc out of that. I can live with stuff like that. Game giving me freebies. Yes, please. Oh yeah, look. Again though, it's like as soon as I say that, the game's like, nah, you've had enough procs. Which one is coming for me? Hello. Come away. Oh, I shall help you. You killed my one super fast. You know, that's something I can get behind. Ooh. Yeah, it's like even like bits like that, it's like if I accidentally go through onto the wrong skill, it's not gonna like absolutely destroy me for doing it. That was quite clean. No, there's no use. Fending ring. Curse you, game. Why you do this? Yeah. Like I say, I really do love it when you get like procs on everything. it does make things an awful lot easier. It's nice. Like I say, it's like when it flows really well, and that sounds mildly disgusting. But yeah. Why? What's with the fending rings? Game, please. Why? Drop something I need, please. You can do it. Well, I should use this. Actually guarantee myself the proc then. Ah well. Cool. Oh. The game doesn't want to be giving me too many procs now. That's what I get for speaking up, it really is. I don't think we can do quite as much DPS on this guy. No, we were a smidgen short. Oh no, we weren't. The samurai got it at the last second. GG the samurai. Yeah, I was actually surprised by that. I genuinely thought we'd been a little bit too slow on that. Can I hit two of them? Oh, we got two of them down, so it wasn't the worst thing in the world. Handy time to use the limit break, to be honest. I don't always use it there because a lot of it depends on like how close it looks the group will get, because there's no real point in burning it, especially like when you're like here for a boss. But again, it's like it's sort of like a speed versus usefulness sort of thing. And yeah, at the end of the day, we got through that a little bit, just a little bit faster. And you know, that's the important bit. Where's... Oh, you know what? I burnt my proc on an instant cast there, because I could have sworn that you get a second spin on the first one as well. Apparently, I was mistaken by that. Oops. Ah well. Live and learn, I suppose. I'd gone a little bit borderline on my my white magic there as well. Oops. Now this should... Oh boy. Oh, we almost piled on top of each other there. We very nearly had a very big mess. Yeah, we got away with it though. I hit the wrong skill as well. Boom. Yeah, it never happens. I never make mistakes. Not even remotely accurate. That's fine. I didn't actually need to burn that either, but we finished it anyway. Nothing for Red Mage yet. At all. Not gonna lie. A little bit disappointed. I just kind of wanted something. You know, not a lot. I don't ask for a lot. Just... yeah, just something. Something to help me. That's all. Oh wow, we actually killed them both pretty much at the same time there. This is gonna time out before I can use it. Oh, yeah! Need! Yes! Yes! Now nothing matters. We had what we came for. Oh, I really wanted to use that, because otherwise I've just wasted that completely. Doing. That's a shame. It's actually not the end of the world at all, to be honest. We can get around it. It's fine. Now that I screwed up. I hit my wrong one here then. That was a dumb move. Not gonna lie, it was a bit of a dumb thing to do. Oops. Yeah. I hadn't gone too far over it, but you know, it all adds up. Especially if you're not being like properly careful with it. It looks cool though. Say what you want, but it looks cool. Okie dokie. I haven't actually got much to run with here at the minute. Because of that last fight, with it dragging on a little bit. Not much, mind you, but it dragged on a little bit. I had stuff on, well, pretty much all my decent stuff on cooldown. Oh, ow! That hurt. It literally landed right on me. That very good placed nocturnal field did the job quite nicely there. Counted everything quite well. Oh, that hurt. I'll run inside here. Once I saw the Astro running forwards there, I pretty much figured they were going to pop their AoE then. So it made sense to do a quick dash inside there. Didn't have to, I could have just sat off, but it does kind of make sense. Let's try and deal with some dragon heads. Ooh boy! I don't know why I'm doing it that way actually. Pile of gold! Ow! God damn it! It just beat the crap out of me. Dear me. Oh, there's a pile right at the front. How do we miss that? He's got 5. Yeah, it's one of those. It'll hurt a smidge more than the first one did. But with the amount of defensive buffs for what the hell am I doing that for? Yeah, the amount of defensive buffs that are running there. Don't feel it. We're all done. Good guy samurai. Don't want. Ooh, have we got a minion drop? Yeah, have I got this minion? Will I go you three? I don't see her. I rolled a 12. Rip. Oh. Yeah, that was a big no on that roll. So Cynthia's the person who was after some help. I know they were asking for help just as I entered that then, so they're going to be mid-run. I wonder how long they are going to be. Let's see. We're going to very quickly do a cheeky scroll up in chat, so I can just so I can see if they have a full group or not. I don't think they do. I think she's only got Kirk's help. Then again, she could be doing it. Could be desyncing it. Yeah, they haven't said anything more since I said I'd join them after. So yeah, they'll probably be doing another one after that. Just checking if anything else dropped when I was exiting there. So let's, while I've got time to wait, let's go back here. And I think now that I'm over 300, this should show up now. Right? Huh. Or is it because did I actually unlock it but I had it on here? Yeah, I did actually unlock it, it's just that I didn't actually I never actually did them. I clean forgot that this was a thing as well, by the way. I think I maybe did each of them once on my Astro before I ended up switching. Because they were literally the last thing that came out before I switched to from my heals onto Red Mage. We'll see if they actually need help before I start queuing for stuff. So that's what was baffling me. It's an evening. The brain stops working in an evening. We've just got to wait for a minute. I think they're trying to get a fourth together. Alright, here we go. Nice relaxing free company run. Are you? Time to wreck stuff. Remember when this used to be the hardest thing you could ever run? Back in my day. I really like this place actually. Some people, like if you actually run this synced, it drives some people up the wall. But you know, I like it. I'm just a fan of any PvE content, to be honest with you. Doesn't matter what it is. As long as it's like well designed and stuff, I'm perfectly happy. Their holy spam is just killing everything. I don't need to do anything really. In fact, look, I'll even give him some more mana. Take my mana, you're doing more damage than me. Just what I always wanted. High elixir. Oh, come on. He's gonna be dead before we can do anything, I feel. Let's see if I can just get it over 40 quickly. Like, end up getting like one sprint out of it. Come on. Where've you gone? There you are. Haha! Now he's dead. So ridiculous when you're over leveled. Just nothing matters. I might actually buy the soundtrack stuff at some point because I do like the music. They occasionally have the like soundtrack CDs on offer and stuff, so I may have to start looking out for them. Oh, he's pulling all the way around to the last lot in here. You might as well, in fairness. That bit, like the pace you can run through this compared to like when you're synced up. But if nothing else, they'll be able to get their anima a little bit faster. Oh wow, broke line of sight. They moved just a little bit too fast. Lovely.
I'll cut you to pieces.
No, you will not cut us to pieces. We cut you to pieces. Oh dear, poor guy. I have the power. It's like, easy, He-Man. It took like no time at all. Oh well, what do you say about that then? Brutal, savage, wrecked. Ah, lovely. I can't remember how quickly you can run the last boss of this when you're not synced. I don't think there's much to it. If memory serves. Admittedly, the amount of times I do this stuff, which is not that common. But like every now and then when I do it, I can never remember like how quick certain things are to complete. Ooh, ow, 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 ow. Not Alpha being hurt in game, by the way. That's me screwing up my own rotation. Like, must have balance. I mean, admittedly, it doesn't really matter in here, but I want to vaguely try and make it look like I'm doing a proper rotation even in here. We won't get much out of this here now. Just wreck his face! Oh, it's gonna force the second mechanic. Oh, that's a shame. He was getting absolutely rinsed. We should actually just we should just run it without killing the flames, just to see how much damage it does. Because it's not as if it's like there's enough to do anything to us. I don't think so anyway. I mean, he'll do a bit of damage, but we kill him too fast before anything happens. Yep, hold on. 8.5 minutes. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. All right. Cool. Okie day then. So I think they're done. I don't think that they're going to need me for another thing for that. I don't think so anyway. Let's just check. Oh dear. Yeah, I don't think. I could be wrong, but I don't think they need us for anything else. No, they're done for now. Cool. So where did that? So we can get, if we do one more run, I think, right? That'll give me enough for a main piece. I think. Are these all? Yeah, they're all 80 per go. So let's pop that in. Then I can get the chest piece. So yeah, let's see. Kind of doing a little bit of a mix of stuff tonight. I'll probably end up doing some roulettes at some point with Free Company as well. But while we wait, I'm going back to trying to get myself some gear. Realistically, this evening, I'm probably, like, by the time I run this and then people want to do roulettes like they were helping me with before. So realistically, that'll probably go right the way through to the end of the stream, I'd a guess. Very nice music in here. That's actually one thing I haven't done yet. You can kind of see people hopping up on here. I'm awful at platformers. It's a very key reason for why I didn't purchase the remake of Crash recently. Just because, like, I played that game when I was a kid, and I was awful at it then. I'm still awful at platformers now. So it's going to be no more improved. I was the same with Star Wars The Old Republic. It's like when you're going through to get like the datacrons and stuff, there's like loads of jumping puzzles and things with that. That was nightmare fuel. Because like some of the jumps were like sort of like, for lack of a better word, they were dodgy. So like you had to kind of like jump at odd angles and stuff, and like have to get like exactly landing on certain areas and stuff that were like, you're talking like character widths, and yeah, flashbacks. Never again. They changed that actually just before I left the game. Well, actually, no, it would have been like way before I left the game, but they made datacrons so that they like kind of synced across all your characters in their legacy rather than having to do them per character. It was a godsend. Especially for people who had like billions of ults. I think in the end on that game I only had like... what did I play more? There was a little bit of Operative on there, and then Jedi Knight. That was about it. And yeah, there's not too many more games coming out right now that I particularly want to have a look at. Yeah, I mean it's like I could do things like play Battlegrounds and stuff, but it seems like every man and their dog is playing that on streams these days, and I've still got stuff to do on here. But for games like coming out like later in the year, you know, I do still want to have a look at Destiny 2, even though some of the beta stuff hasn't been that great. Who are we chatting to? No one sinister, you know, that's the key. I literally just talk to the mic. Some will say it helps to, you know, stop the insanity, or people would say otherwise. But yeah, I have a habit of just being able to just gab and have a train of thought on stuff. Doesn't necessarily need to be anyone here. Not saying it's a like a slight issue, but yeah, you know. Nah, it's once I kind of like get into my own train of thought and stuff, I just keep on talking anyway. Admittedly, it is a little bit better when I have someone to talk with. It's been quite quiet so far this evening. I've got to think of some excuses while I'm waiting for cues to pop. It's like, must keep talking. The thing with it is, I do actually, I've still been speaking to like people in the FC about doing it, and it may happen. It's like, I just kind of want that situation of having like, even if it's not like all 8 doing a raid or something, if we can get like 4 people. And like part of it is, like, not necessarily everyone would like to be on like camera or have their gameplay shown, sort of thing. Which is understandable. It's like, it's, you know, I don't mind. I can deal. You know, if someone came on here and you know absolutely started grilling my gameplay, it wouldn't bother me one way or the other. But that's not necessarily the same for everyone. So yeah, it's like I am consciously aware that, you know, it's one thing for me to say I'm trying to organise it. It's another thing for it to be actually executed. There's no way this tank doesn't die here now, because the healer's about 20 yards behind us. Oh, they're recovering. They're working their ass off the healer, but they just about managed to recover that then. Yeah, dude, you've got to try and do stuff when you're sitting in queue, even if it is talking to yourself. I mean, I will say I wasn't sure because the healer was running behind us, so I wasn't sure that the healer would catch up, but they just about managed to pull in behind there and heal like no one's healed before. So, you know, fair play to them. They managed to recover it. I do have a lot of sympathy for healers. It's having switched off one. I understand some of the pet peeves that healers have with other players. It's kind of why I'm always trying to be careful when I'm playing with DPS now. Because I'm very aware of if I go a little bit too bonkers, all it's going to do is annoy a healer and or a tank. Totally, man. Healers can quite literally make or break a whole group. You happen to get like a dodgy one, and it'll be the longest run of your life. I was so gutted, like on that, like that I wasn't streaming stuff last week because I was testing stuff last week, but I was just doing like local recordings and like checking like the footage back and stuff after the fact. And like if I wasn't such a nice person, a conversation that me, a tank, and a healer had in which dungeon is it? It's whatever the first Stormblood one is. I can't remember the name of it, but it's that first dungeon. The healer had already taken off Protect as a skill and refused outright to put it back, to cast it and then switch. It's like, even though it is literally a case of, well, you don't even have to drag and drop, you can literally macro the thing in. But no, this healer refused outright to do it. And so, like, basically the tank went, I'm not tanking there. It just sat there. And like, the healer was like, well, why aren't you going to tank? And it's like, well, it's my preference not to tank, the same as you're not healing. And this conversation went on for like 10 minutes. It was so bad. And like, again, it was like, me as a DPS, it's like, you can't really get in the way of that. It's just like the two DPS shouting it out. Oh, but yeah, it was a weird time, man. It's funny though. Yeah, man. Yeah, they do it in different ways in the game, but they do have a lot of little nods to like other games in the franchise. There we go. So yeah, it's like other different types of bosses and stuff, especially like a lot of like the primals and things. A lot of them have cropped up in other games and stuff before now. They do a good job of that, because it's like the whole idea that the MMO is kind of, it's based in the Final Fantasy world, but it's sort of like its own thing. But yeah, man, you should, if you haven't actually played Stormblood, it's like, I really can't recommend it enough. I mean, it's kind of basically taken everything that was, like, decent about the game already, and it's like dialed it up a couple of notches. It's like a lot of this stuff, like the dungeon design and things like that, is a lot better than what it was. And it was already very good anyway. But like, yeah, some of the I'm gonna try and help out a little bit here. Oh, that's gonna hurt me. Nope. Look at that. I was actually trying to be nice for a moment, and I almost got punished for that. Let me do this. Just so that nothing else hits me, and I can get away with, Oh, come on! Let me cast. There's a lot of mobs there. I don't actually need to be healed too much, as long as I get out the way of stuff. It was literally just taking that one to the face that did it. That was probably not the smartest idea in the world. And yeah, it's like as I say, I mean, I can't, like, with the improvements they made. I mean, and of course it's an MMO. You always want more content anyway. But like what they added with the expansion is like really solid stuff. A lot of admittedly, a lot of like the bigger end game things are still like slowly being rolled out now. So yeah, like a lot of like the sort of raid type stuff, that sort of stuff is still being rolled out through. Like they just released, literally just last week, they just released the first of like the Savage content in the game, so like the current end game highest grade content. So they did a bit of that. That stuff I can't do just yet. Well, I've got the gear for it now, but I'm planning on doing that with my free company, and a lot of them are still actually sorting out gear and stuff like that. And it's not as if I'm in a rush to do it either. You know, it's still gonna be there like next week, sort of thing. Well, once again, the game has decided not to drop anything for me. RIP. This has a cool mechanic bit in it as well. And this is kind of like the fun thing with this, it's like, you don't have to like run it blind as such, but you know, like, obviously there comes a point where, like, even with this stuff, everyone's going to have like their first time playing through it.
I shall have to share these findings.
And yeah, like some of the stuff they do for like mechanics wise on here is so cool. Like, it's just, it just mixes up the style of content. That's what I like. And it's like anything that mixes up content. I'm stuck in a corner here. Hang on. I can go this way. Aha! Oh boy!
Some rebels.
Aha!
My word! This data.
Yeah, it's like just little things where it's like you have to have like different mechanics to give different fights pacing. I'm just a fan of that sort of thing. I am also aware it's not necessarily for everyone, mind you, but that sucked. That beat the crap out of us then. Good God. Yeah, wasn't a fan of that last hit. Am I the only one not in need of gear? Or am in need of gear even, because they're all just ignoring it. So I assume they're just running it for the sake of it. It's like I'm the only one getting some use out of it apparently. Mind you, admittedly, they might actually have a set of the stuff I'm working towards right now. So they might just be doing daily stuff. It's entirely possible. Do I sense co-op streaming? I need the I need the little anime gif that has the person with like the big eyes. It's like, it's happening. They're mad to pull this all the way here. This big thing is the thing that will cause the trouble. Not the rest of the mobs that came with it. Literally just this thing. Oh, ow. Yeah, man. So I've actually, because that's the thing, that we're playing this for a while. I've got a load of different gifts that are based on the game. But it's like, again, like with the interactive boards and stuff, I don't necessarily just want to give people the option to kind of, you know, trigger gifts and stuff. I kind of want to see first, like what sort of things other people come up with. That's like a little bit more, not so much like different as such, but like a little bit more like outside the box. And I think the big thing about that is we've got to wait for Microsoft to update a lot of their libraries for things. And apparently it is happening at some point. They're updating like the Java library pack for the interactive board. But until they actually do that, there's a lot of people just kind of waiting. That's it. I mean, it's, again, that was kind of like one of those things of, I looked into it as part of the, like, ow, that sucked. Sorry. I looked into it as part of, like, stuff when I was, like, setting this up and, like, testing things out and trying it. And it's not, at least, like, to get, like, the standard setup, it's not that hard to kind of have, like, a board where people can just trigger like GIFs or video clips or sounds and stuff. Like a lot of people use soundboards and things. But everything outside of that starts to get a little bit more complex at the minute because they haven't got like a proper library in place. So you have to kind of you have to like use like third-party apps and stuff and kind of loop them in and things, and ugh. It's a mess basically. Whereas, like, yeah, the difference of it with once Microsoft actually get all that stuff updated behind the scenes, you'll actually be able to do it all on the platform rather than having to go through like a third-party app or something, which like would be the ideal, because it's like right now it's like you have to have like ridiculous levels of technical know-how, and you also have to know how to get around the systems. Whereas like once they actually change it, it'll be a much cleaner experience all told. Yeah, that's also a big aspect as well. It's like the few that people have figured out, they want to charge everyone to use them right now. And yeah, that sort of thing is a big part of why, at least it's my understanding of it, of why Microsoft wants to actively update those libraries and stuff to be able to do everything on the platform. Just because then it's like it will literally just be a case of you want to do this like on drop downs and things. It'll be miles simpler. So yeah, there's a lot coming there. I mean, they had a good update log at one point. I'm not sure if it still actually exists on the website. That gives like a level of where their priority lists are and stuff, like where they're trying to build what out first. And it's a big old list as well. there's a lot of stuff. Yeah, we should have this in a sec, he says. It's like I sound so confident when I say that. Yeah, we'll have this finished, no problem. There we go. He's actually doing the oh, that was bad timing. It pushes into the last mechanic just as he was doing that. If he had been maybe a little bit quicker, we possibly could have skipped it. I'm not sure if you can, but yeah, we weren't a million miles off it. This is, yeah, the healer's got enough left. Ouch. Yeah, now it's over. That was actually quite clean in the end. Gotta give it to the healer on that one. Healer did good. What other games I'll be streaming? There's probably going to be a few, to be honest. I mean, I'm mainly just starting this because I have like a massive list of things I want to actually do in the game. But like kind of going like a little bit like around in terms of what sort of stuff I want to play. Eventually, at one point, I do kind of want to set up things like a because I have like equipment here to do it as well, but I can do it here. I want to do things like set up a private 7 Days to Die server and things like that, and get like people who like follow me on here on there if they want to actually do stuff like that. Alternatively, I could do it with like a Minecraft stuff with mods. I've done stuff like that in the past, like way in the past now, because I haven't played that in a little while, but again, I know like the stuff to set that sort of thing up. Other stuff I kind of want to do at some point, I do actually want to get a survival run done on Fallout 4 at some point. And then after that, I probably will be going a switch onto, well, realistically I'll probably end up playing Destiny 2 on PC. The next console one I'll probably do is I do actually need to get around to doing Final Fantasy 15 on PS4, so I need to do that at some point as well. it's like, again, I've got like a list a mile long of like different things I want to play. My main console is PS4 though, but realistically I'll be doing like a little bit more on PC at the minute, but I'll be switching through stuff. That's it's an interesting thing with consoles and stuff, really. I mean, with my work stuff, a lot of it is like predominantly PC based. So like a lot of that stuff we do it all through on PC. But the one thing I will say with PCs that are more problematic, and some stuff gets around it, like I mean a lot of stuff on PC, like where you can have like Discord and stuff like that, gets around a lot of it, but and admittedly this is where I see Microsoft's logic for buying this is, you know, they see how people play their games on the Xbox and stuff, so it's like a lot of the times, like, yeah, you'll get like people just playing by themselves and online and stuff with random people, but a lot of it is like playing with friends and family, and even if you're not actually sitting in the same place, you know, if you're still playing like over Xbox Live and stuff like that, it's like you're still doing stuff like together in the games and stuff. And yeah, that's something that's massively easier to do on console. Certainly, like for like casual gamers, and not even just casual gamers, but like even like people who do this as a, and I'm gonna quote, job in a very general concept there. But yeah, it's like even for stuff like that, it's like you'll still get people who will buy that because it's fundamentally, it's like you take it out the box and you can play games on it. That's it. You know, it's a lot more of a simpler setup. Just trying to see if the folks in the company in game here are actually wanting to do stuff. Yeah, I think they're all just finishing off little bits like I just was in. So while they're doing that, let's go and get this. And then I can see if they're wanting to do stuff. But yeah, so even in this, you know, it would be daft for people not to see the benefits of console and PC. Especially because it's like, it's cross-platform. So it's like half of the people in our free company are playing on PS4. So, you know, it's... I think there's a sort of... I wouldn't even say it's like a knee-jerk reaction. I think it's a sort of... God, I didn't even want to say like a superiority thing, but like, if you go to like the extremes of like the PC community stuff, where it's like, you know, it's the whole like PC master race sort of idea. That's a little bit extreme, and I can understand the logic behind it, because it's like, you know, they can push for higher frame rates in games, they can get better graphic fidelity and stuff, and you know, that sort of thing will always appeal to a lot of people, but it's not necessarily the be all and end all. You know, a lot of it is playing games with your friends, making something easy. You don't have to like do a massive amount of stuff before you can actually play a game. And hell, you know, if it was just purely down to graphics and stuff, like consoles like the Switch and things wouldn't be popular. They're popular because they have a unique thing about them, which is one, portability, but also the fact that you can just play with people. You know, the whole point, that was a big thing they made about their announcement with that, was that you could link consoles together wirelessly and you can play games against each other or with each other and stuff, and you know, that's just as much a bigger part of playing games as it is like playing something by yourself, really. Oh, I've just used all of it on one piece of gear. So yeah, this is a lot of what the end game stuff is. The next step above this, or well, technically 2 steps, but the stuff I'm doing now gets me these, which are the standard level 70 trade-in item to get gear. The next step up is the one that's limited, because then that's like technically the higher trade-in items you can get. That's why I can only get like 450 of them each week, because it's designed to like bottleneck you. And then you get, I think it's these guys. So these are actually the upgrade pieces. So where's your counterpart? I might not actually be able to see it yet. I think it might be here. These vendors all hide until you can exchange stuff with them. Burger King's allowed. I'll allow it. Let's see if they're actually going to be free in a bit, whether I'm going to end up just queuing for stuff. This is the only thing, with it being a Monday night and stuff, you'll start to get a lot of people just kind of zoning out and going off early. like, it's not that late. I say that and it's like, it's 20 to 10 now, I'll be streaming until 11. And yeah, at 11 I'll probably go down to my my little gym for an hour. Knacker myself and then I'll go to sleep. And then we start it all again tomorrow. Right, tell you what, let's unlock this stuff because I'm waiting on them for stuff. So I might as well do this while I have time. Because why not? Yeah, they're still going to finish a few bits and pieces, so actually I've got time to do this. Good old Sid. He's got a bit of a temper on him. But yeah, a lot of the, like, not so much, like, anything that isn't, like, main story stuff, you'll still get in the good old text form. Ah, yes. The customary Final Fantasy XIV I shall pat myself to say that it's me you can trust to do the job. That's the thing, you see. Everyone of the other characters in the game knows that you're basically the biggest badass in the world. And yet they still have you doing a lot of menial tasks. Yeah, I love this because Sid's saying he's coming along with this to come and view this personally. I give it no more than a minute into the conversation that we have when we're going to the place we're going here, where he says that I now need to go in and deal with it. Dude, pretty much. Yeah. That's one of the things that gets a lot of people when they're playing this game. The fact you actually have to pay a fee to teleport around. There is actually meant to be a lore reason that you do it, but all that pretty much everyone sees is like, well, all I'm doing is being told to pay to teleport. Oh, don't hit me. I've got no health. I just noticed that it's like there was a level 67 mob just below me there. It's like I literally just fell and lost all my health, dropping down. Yeah, it's like I could do with not being attacked, basically. Yeah. It's actually a perk that they give you in some of like the packs and things that you can buy. You can buy FFXIV tickets. Well, not actually, you can't buy them, but like they'll be like part of like various like expansion pre-order bonuses and things like that. Where like, they'll give you like a stack of like 50 or 100 of them. And it's just one of those random things where it's like, you know, we'll give them as like an extra freebie for players. It's like, well, you don't. It's like, I know there's a lore reason behind it, but an average person in an MMO will just see that you're charging people to quick travel. But yeah, in fairness, by the time it gets to end game, it doesn't matter anyway. Hey, been a while since I've seen this guy. It's neat that basically one of like the main parts of Heaven's Ward, the last expansion, decides to come back. I quite like that. Oh, look at it. Look at the little cutie. Alright. It wasn't here. It was a spooky ghost. Hey, hello Nemo Gaming. Thank you very much for the follow there, buddy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, and revenues from before was actually just giving me a friend inviting game. He got there before me. I'll have to accept it once I'm out of this cutscene. So that's why you're here. You're hovering in chat, are you? Yeah, I'm not paying attention to a lot of stuff at the minute, mainly because it's like I'm watching stuff. Story unlocks. Rah. This is like the first of the stuff they added since the expansion, but I haven't touched yet because I've been leveling. Oh, look at it! Come on, you say you don't want to play a game with this? Come on, Nemo, be real. I think it was one of the collector's edition pre-order bonuses that for the expansion. I think it was. But yeah, it's like the thing that is from if you're going from like WoW to Final Fantasy XIV, they have some very basic similarities. Like, you know, it's like you can kind of get the gist of the same stuff. Like you've got a story that you level through, and then there's various dungeons as you level, and there's also end game content like raids and stuff like, you know, and crafting and gathering of stuff and all of that. A lot of like the basic fundamentals are the same. They just kind of go about it in different ways. Some people would probably argue that this is a better game compared to WoW, but I wouldn't even want to begin on that particular train of conversation because that starts fights more than anything else. Oh, look at it! But yeah, 14 is essentially a similar sort of idea. It's essentially if you take stuff from like 7, like Final Fantasy 7 and 15, and a lot of other Final Fantasy games, to be honest. And you then decided to sort of, for lack of a better phrase, MMOify it. You know, like add multiplayer aspects. 14 is essentially that. So like you still get things like you still get to be like a warrior of light. You still have like different roles and stuff you can play in the game. It starts off slow. I will completely agree with you on that. It starts off very slow. It's one of the things that they did improve a little bit with the expansion. One of the things they did was to basically, as near as makes no difference anyway, streamline the process of leveling. So like in the past, if you wanted to like level through even like the base game before you got to like the first expansion content, which was Heaven's Ward, you would have to like level at the very least 2 classes, because they have like they used to have a multi-class system where you'd have to have 2 classes, which would then unlock a job that you'd use at higher level. They scrapped all that with the last expansion. So you can literally just play through as the one class if you so wish to, and they did a lot of stuff, like they like increased the amount of XP you can earn. They've even done like away with like a lot of the stuff that was like hideously tedious and hard to find out for new players. They've made a lot of that stuff a lot easier to figure out, and like that was kind of, with a lot of existing players who have been playing the game, a lot of people wondered why they did that with the expansion, because it's like, even though like a lot of it was only streamlining existing content, it was very much a case of, you know, if people are already playing the game, they just want to see what the end game stuff is. You know, that happens in every MMO. It's like, I want to see what happens between what used to be the level cap and what is now the level cap, you know? But because the expansion has been so popular, and even though the game was already gaining more and more people all the time, when the expansion hit, like, servers were chaos, like even more so than usual, just because they just couldn't handle like the increase in people coming through. We have 2 brand new servers in EU now because of it, of which I'm on one of them, because I moved my character, because the server I was on was just too busy. It's like I couldn't play because like the queues were like hours and hours long. So it's like, nope, moving to the new server. It's like EU got 2 new servers, the US got new servers as well, Japan got new servers, and yeah, it's been chaos, but it's it's now got to the point where it's a little bit more under control now. It didn't really help because the US servers, at least, were getting we're having DDoS attacks on them and stuff. We were okay here in Europe. We didn't get like the big brunt of it. But yeah, the US ones got a bit wrecked. But yeah, it's like even with that, it's like it's still kind of, I would say up to until around about just about level 40-ish. Up to that point is still a little bit slow. Just because like the Realm Reborn story, a lot of it was kind of rebuilt off what used to be the old original version of 14 that got rebuilt. So like there was a lot of stuff like that where it's like the pacing was different on it and things. But they fixed a lot. They say that's like a big thing of like why they fixed a lot of it. So yeah, it's like if you can kind of get through that initial little bit of it, pretty much you won't regret it. It's a lot of fun once you get to this point. It's like just the dungeon design, and especially like for big raids and stuff as well. There's so much stuff. If you're someone who likes crafting and things as well, there's a lot of really cool crafting things that you can do in the game where it's like you have to actually pay attention to what you're doing, because it's effectively like it's sort of got its own sort of little mini mechanics for crafting and things as well. So that it's like not sort of a click and forget sort of idea. Plus, if you don't want to play on PC, you can always play on console as well. I know quite a few people in our company in the game that actually quite happily play on PS4. Look, crossover! This is also the logic of why you get to see like mobs and bosses and things that are similar in other Final Fantasy games. The whole idea that there's a sort of Final Fantasy like greater universe that's happening outside of the game, which is why stuff like this, where it's like things are either on like another dimension or like from another location that's way away from this game. You see a little bit of that in Heaven's Ward, the previous expansion as well. Yeah, it's all very cleverly done to kind of weave existing Final Fantasy stuff into the game. Cute chocobo guide. Yes. First money at the chicken. Take all my money. Oh dear. I think it was. Let me actually have a look. I'm sure it was a pre-order bonus. I wonder if you can actually still get it. Bum bum bum. Dun 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 dun. Collector's edition. Oh yeah, it was as well. It's a collector's edition minion, so you could probably well, if you want to fork out for a collector's edition, you can still technically get it. But yeah, a lot of that sort of stuff with the... Let me actually do this now that I'm back out of that, by the way. I haven't actually got that many friends on this server, because I reset everything when I moved over. Most of the people I actually know are in my free company in here. What was I thinking? Oh yeah, with like mounts and minions and things. I've got like a fair number of mounts and minions and stuff. The minions I don't use that much. I mean, they drop from all sorts of stuff. Some of these again are actually stuff from like pre-orders and stuff. But yeah, like a vast majority of the ones I've got here is just stuff that drops in the game. So that's what they're talking about when they're talking about minions and things. I think that was the standard pre-order one. Whoop! This little dude. Yeah, so we can... He's hiding under his hat. Let's see if we can... He's too damn small. But yeah, mini little red mage. So that was the one you got from the expansion, just pre-ordering as standard. But yeah, pretty much everything else is stuff that, outside of, for minions at least on here, outside of that one, and that one, and that one actually. The others are ones you can just get in game. Fat chocobo! Things like this guy, you can't really get them anymore. They are gonna make... You can like get them every now and then on promotional deals and stuff, but the weird thing is they're country to country. Hey, good evening, Stealth King. Hiya, buddy. So yeah, like these you can only get like every so often. Like they do make them available every now and then. Other mounts, which is why I said you can't get this one normally, is that this is actually a store purchase, because they do actually have a game store where you can purchase things. You don't have to. A lot of it's like cosmetic stuff and things. You know, you don't actually have to get this sort of thing. But I quite like the look of this one, so I kind of caved. I actually think I think it's probably the most expensive thing I've actually spent on a single thing for this game, because I think this is like $29.99. I think it's around £30 to unlock it for the account, because it's only an account unlock as well. So yeah, not the cheapest thing in the world. Oh, God's sake! I'm trying to natter away. Bastard mobs. The mobs are always appearing at the worst time. There's no rush on the story, dude. I mean, I'm literally... the stuff I'm doing here is literally just unlocking Omega, because I haven't actually touched this stuff yet. Oh, and thank you for the host as well, dude. It's always nice to get hosts. But yeah, I think for the initial bit, it's just a solo thing, and then I think the rest of it is then a group thing I have to do. I think so, anyway. I've tried not to read what to do with this, because I just kind of want to do it and see what happens. I get a cute chocobo guide. Who doesn't want that? But yeah, to get him, in the game. I think it is a collector's thing from what I was reading then. You know what? I needed to set my gear as well. I bought that chest piece and I haven't swapped out yet. We're now in spooky ghost area. Woo. Oh, look at him. Would you like to play a game? God damn it, Sid. Just let us run through this. It's just gonna just erase us from the thing if we don't say we want to do it. Nice. Cool. Dude, what the hell is this? Okay, this is pretty out there for them. I'll give them that. See, look. Sid wants to back out of the fighting. He wants nothing to do with this. butt. Did it just shake its tail? I transfer this to you by shaking my butt, because that's how chocobos work. Dude, this is nuts. Yeah, I've got to give them well, I've got to give it to them at this point. This is kind of cool. Dude, I'm all about it. This is neat. Level checker, and it's something I can attack. Alrighty then. Ooh, hold up. Are we still having to fight this thing? I stopped because the cube appeared. I was just about to go through that. So much for beating the crap out of something. It's like I hit it twice. Ah, okay. Looks like we fight this thing. Fine. Ba-da-da-da. Do help one of these NPCs is going to take it upon themselves to heal me a little. It wouldn't be so much fun if I happened to bite it. Yeah, that's interesting. It's a different style of thing anyway. I can live with that. I need to get more white magic going here. I kind of stacked a little bit too high there. Very, very bad form. Neat. Now what's this thing? Dude. I do like it when they have fun stuff. Dude, check this out. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, I like it whenever they add different things like this. Keeps it nice and varied. Oh yeah, of course it pulls them all. Ooh. I felt that. That wasn't very nice. Okay. These guys actually do a bit of damage. Don't stand inside the AoE. He says as he stands inside the AoE. Yeah. It's fine. It looks like I'm down there. Oh, is it Midgar Ceremony that's actually healing me there? That's neat. It's awfully nice of him to do. Especially because they're beating the crap out of me. I do appreciate a good healing companion. This is neat though, I like this. I like for the fact it's not just a thing you can unlock to get the raid straight away. It's like something you actually have to play through like a story part first. I like that. Certainly a weird design compared to other stuff. Whoa! Big fella out of nowhere. Haven't seen one of these fellas in a little while. Yeah, did have to burn a little bit of healing time there. Not much though. Just so I can deal with these mobs that have spawned in. Little buggers. Why do I get the feeling this is about to beat the living crap out of me? I killed it as it did that skill. So we got to see what it did without it actually taking any damage. And relax. I want his shades. I feel like I could pull them off better than he does. Oh, it says we're the feeblest. Oh. My character doesn't take kindly to comments of that nature. Hey, there's stuff in here. This is a convenient time for me to stop for a moment because I can hear my dog barking. Just bear with me a moment. Oh, good lord, it's always the neighbour's cat. Right, let's actually see what we have here. Dude, there's a whole setup on the go here. He's cobbled it together. How? When did that happen? It's like, I know he's a good engineer, but still, how? Okay, I still actually need to put the new piece of gear on. I still didn't do it. Honestly, I am the worst at times. Aww. I assume that's the unlock. Oh no, we still got a little bit to go. Right, hang on. Right. I think before I forget. There we go. Right. Now, here's the thing. I wonder if I love the fact that there's like God knows how many people doing duties I can't actually do. Can I specify? Let's do this. Boo! Boo hiss! So, no one's doing this one. No. I'm gonna just see what the actual queue is on this. Realistically, it's like unless it's no time at all, I'm not gonna be doing it tonight. It says less than 5 minutes. We'll see. If it's even remotely close to that, we'll do it. If it takes longer than that, probably won't be doing it. And yeah, one of the things with this as well is I'm like, whenever I do new stuff like this, I'm always very careful to like. I could look up a guide for this, but I kind of feel like, at least for the normal content, like I wouldn't do it for like the extreme stuff or anything, but for like the normal stuff, I kind of feel like I should be able to like walk into it and do it for the most part. Now that could go horribly wrong, but in theory it should be forgiving enough where I can like see what the mechanics are and actually just play through it without it like beating the all living crap out of me. It might not actually happen, but hey ho, we can hope. And yeah, hopefully it won't take too long. A group has just queued up, so we are actually only waiting for a healer, so it might actually pop pretty soon. Got to believe. Yeah, as I say, if it does pop quick, it'll be like I'll do it, and that'll be like up until the end of the stream then. Yeah. Going in blind, what could go wrong? First piece of 8-man content I'm sharing on stream as well. The Heavens Award stuff is quite good as well. Oh, look at it. Cool. Alright. I have no idea what we're doing. That's the thing, it's like I'm quietly hoping that it doesn't beat the living crap out of us. We've got to believe we won't be turned into mush. That's the dream. Deep breaths. Gotta believe. In fairness, it should be fine. If it's not, we're gonna have bigger issues, but hey ho. I said I would be a lot more concerned if yeah, this is actually relatively making sense. Just have to get out of the way of the AoEs and stuff. Oh, that's interesting. Ah. So it pushes you back into them. Ooh. See, we learn stuff as we go. Normally I wouldn't have used that there then, but I had a proc from my other magic type waiting for me. That's a whole thing as well with running this stuff. Ooh. Oop. I do actually like how it's running stuff. It's actually quite funky. Yeah, we're doing alright so far, I think. It's like, try and spread out. We are losing people though. It looks like it's the so we did lose just the healer then? Yeah, the healer went down. I think we seem to be alright. He says in a slightly panicked tone. Oh, that looked a little bit nasty. True that, dude. Ooh. Like I said, it doesn't, at least in the context of some of the stuff that I did back in level 60, this is the first level 70, and I'm going to quote endgame here, that I've done. And it doesn't feel like it's hitting me as hard as some of the other stuff. That's a set mechanic, so that doesn't count. But yeah, it doesn't feel like it's absolutely beating the living crap out of me, compared to some other stuff where it just feels like you're getting bullied across a thing. Like, this doesn't really feel like that. I mean, it's got like mechanics that you are having to keep an eye on, but it doesn't seem like there's anything that's overly complex. There's quite a nice flow to it anyway. I say that knowing all well and good, but we did actually lose a DPS then as well. Oh, I didn't slide fast enough. Up. Well, admittedly, depending on the boss in this, some of the AoEs are designed very specifically to at least be set up to punish a group. But yeah, it's like, at least in a very general sense, this seems manageable. And yeah, I know I'm like effectively dooming the run by saying that, but yeah. It's fine. I'm going to give you that because you're struggling for mana, and I have stacks and stacks of it. They can borrow my mana. You're keeping me alive. But yeah, this one is literally a case of dodging the AoEs that fire out of these things. Oh dude, thank you for hanging out, man. It's good that you stuck around when you did. So thank you for hanging around anyway, buddy. I'm actually going to stack back up with the group here. It's like, I don't want to get too far away from them. So yeah, I am trying to stay close to them, especially for that. But yeah, man, so thank you very much for coming and hanging out. Whatever you've got left to do for today, have a good one. And hopefully I'll see you again, dude. He says, "I'll try not to die." Yeah, have a good one, buddy. It's almost done though. It's a very fun setup. I do like it. It's, as I say, it's not like absolutely like unforgiving. I mean, it's got its harder moments in it, but if you've ever like done any of the previous like expansion stuff endgame, there's nothing here that seems excessive, if that makes sense. It's like I'm not like playing it through as like, oh god, what the hell's happening? Don't worry, dude. You're literally not missing anything. I'm pretty much going off now anyway, bud. So you haven't missed much. Don't panic. That was neat though. I like that. For a standalone boss encounter though, that was quite cool. I am going to give that healer my commendation because they did a good job. Wow. Rolling a 1. Nope. Game literally just told me to sod off with those rolls. With the current endgame raid stuff, it's limited in terms of what you can earn each week. So they limit in terms of just how quickly you can grind through the content. So you can replay it and run it a number of times, but you can only once like you actually claim a piece of loot, you can't claim it again for a week. Now, admittedly, the thing about doing it now is that it'll reset tomorrow. Oh, actually, I wonder what weekly schedule this comes on. It might have reset today, actually, depending on what reset schedule they've got. But most of the stuff resets tomorrow on Tuesday. I might actually have to check that at some point. But yeah, we'll finish this little cutscene and that'll be pretty much it for me. That's interesting. So it's actually explaining effectively what the next lot of 8-man content is going to be. So it's going to be kind of similar to if you've ever seen any of the other content for 14. You effectively have different stages of like a set group of content. The last one that they had was Alexander, and that had 12 different steps to it. So this is kind of, from the sounds of it, going to be a similar sort of idea. And yeah, the idea is afterwards you can basically either run them each individually, or you can obviously like run them all as like a single run through. You'd very rarely get people doing that in one hit. They'd usually, assuming they're doing it in groups of 4 again, and which from the sound of it they are, you'd usually actually just play like a block of 4 at a time if you wanted to like do like a bigger set of runs with it. Cool. And so our journey continues. I would assume this unlocks the next step. Let's have a look. So they also then, for the second one, they give you an item to use in the fight. Ah. Yeah. So that does literally just unlock that. Yep. That's good. So at least I know I've got that. Cool. We're at a convenient point. Yes. Okie dokie. So yeah, with that, I am going to be disappearing for the evening. Nimbus, you've literally just got here as I'm leaving, dude. You've missed me by like that teeny tiny amount. Because yeah, I finish at 11 PM my time. So you're literally just missing out. Feels bad. But yeah, it's been good, man. We've had a good day on here, actually. It's like, in fairness, to think that like the funky thing with this was, it's like, because it's a newer platform, I was essentially expecting that no one would turn up at all. For the fact that people have been here and hanging out, we've been chatting and stuff. Yeah, has surprised me in a good way. So it's been good for people who have turned up and have been hanging out. And hopefully there'll be some more of it to come. But yeah, as of tonight though, I'm going to disappear. My day isn't technically finished. I'm going to like go to the gym for a little bit now. Joys of a 24-hour gym. And I'll be back tomorrow. So until then, thank you very much for watching. Take care with the rest of your day, guys. And I will see you all again soon. Bye bye.